Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Enter the Gungeon. Daisuke got the best of us, but blessed are the forgetful, for they get the better even of their blunders. Now, I'm gonna quit this run because I'm dumb. I meant to do a rainbow run. I think like my default let's have a fun time run right now is like Paradox for a little Eden-esque randomness. Follow that up with Rainbow, so we get less items but more agency. And then fight the rat. And you know, that's got everything. It's got randomness, draft mechanics. I'm holding up my fingers to the camera even though the camera's off for this game. You get the idea. Yo, Banner Lord? What's our other gun? Shield Breaker. Alien Sidearm. No good. Alright, well, not that good. So I'm gonna tell you. Let's go down the list. Isn't this like, this is Snake Maker? It's good. Probably not that good. Very good gun. Interesting spacebar item, but maybe not that good. Great gun. Great spacebar item. I don't remember you were. The Hyperlight maybe? No, Hyperlight's a little bit more cuboid. Reload Stone is also so freaking good. But I think early, I'm gonna almost always default to the something like the combined rifle. It doesn't have to be the combined rifle specifically. Just a good gun gives you such an edge on the competition early on. I think you would be very mistaken to ignore it. But Reload Stone is an awesome spacebar item. Anyway, we will do more Daisuke runs. We actually came very close. I don't know. I might relent and do Gunslinger Daisuke. Well, it's not that bad. Just because, like, if all you gotta do is beat the challenge, I guess I was being a fool. Instead of trying to beat the challenge in, like, not the easiest way, because, I mean, the Paradox is already a little bit easier. We'll go a little deep on this one. Whoa. Was an essay there. 100-word essay due, class tomorrow. Excuse me, sir. I would like, thank you. I had my mouse too low. Anyway, we were not doing easy mode. We were doing easier mode by playing as the Paradox. But maybe we should go easiest mode as the Gunslinger and just do it. That's my hypothesis. That's my hypothesis. Britney Spears, aka Britney, Bobby Brown, my prerogative. Whoop. We have to be very careful. I didn't think about this in advance, and you might have been like, wow, NL, really? He's gonna give up the blasphemy just to get a little bit of extra money? No, you put too much faith in me. I was indeed just brain farting. I'm not disappointed we did it, because, I mean, we have the combined rifle as well on top of this, but we definitely, or I should say, definitely just forgot that I could only use the blasphemy in its ideal sense with full HP. Sorry, there's always a little bit of like a stream hangover, if that makes sense. Like, I just finished a 3-hour stream, Pokemon, Mario Maker. I've been talking a lot. Takes a little bit to get the old cerebrum functioning the way you wanted it to, or the way I wanted to. Get the conversational banter gears lubricated. You get the idea. So I think we probably wouldn't mind using the reload effect on the combined rifle more, just for ammo efficiency. Like, obviously that went completely fine. We still have all of our blanks remaining. Gotta keep in mind as well, though, that, like, you got a little bit of a different priority on a Gungeon run that's a rainbow run. You know, like, we have very little interesting keys. We need 2 for the oubliette, which we already have, and then we need 1 in order to get to the rat floor. And apart from that, like, we really don't need anything else. Or we don't need any other keys, I should say. Obviously, we could open doors, but, you know, I'm not really in the business of using a key to pick up a single piece of armor. That seems relatively awful. Picking up junk is not the worst idea, but honestly, I've come to disrespect Junkin a little bit, and I'm not happy to be saying it, but I'm not Junkin. I'm not saying he hasn't been pulling his weight, but he hasn't been that impressive for me lately. Let's try this. Worth a shot. Let's try it. Well, we can always... Oh, it is here. And again, secret room's not really that big of a value right now, in case you've forgotten. Here's what I'm thinking. Take me back to the shop. I think we'll take this, even though we don't necessarily need it. And then we'll just leave. And this puts us in an awesome spot, you know? Right now, we have as many keys as conceivably we're going to need for the rest of the game. On top of that, just opening the door and hydrating a little bit. We got enough casings, more or less, to pick up the rat key right away. Okay, so the AK-47, again, is just not very good, unfortunately, in this context. I have no idea what this tiny thing is, but don't like it. Good gun, but we already have a gun. No active. Not necessary. Not necessarily bad, but not necessary. I don't think it's very good. I do think this is great, but not necessarily that good, but again, interesting. Let's take tiny. It's the grass chopper. Okay, it's a Men in Black gun. So you know I'm feeling confident on a rainbow run if I chose to take an item that I didn't even know what it did. I feel like it's a little risky, but let's use combined rifle for now, because I really think grass chopper. Oh, it does. It fires when you shoot it like that. It does take 10 bullets. Duly noted. I do imagine the grass chopper is going to be like an adequate boss killer, but I mean it is a problem. Ammunition, that is. Like, how are we gonna ensure that we have enough? I don't know. I think maybe we'll use the the alien sidearm temporarily. Really, this is a situation. What we want to see in our next rainbow chest is Holy Grail. If we get Holy Grail, everything's fine. Turns out, you know, this is also like a pretty good run for making me appreciate alien sidearm, which I'm just realizing now. I need my my gamer credit needs to be taken away from me because I previously thought alien sidearm was the plasma pistol. Maybe it is, because the synergy lets you charge it up and hit him with the BXR, right? Like, there's plasma pistol, plasma rifle. I think I got him confused, embarrassingly enough. Well, what a waste of ammo. Thank you for not blowing up. We should be, like, super okay for bosses here. I mean, without being naive, I actually think we're, like, pretty okay for the rat boss, as is. Like, I actually feel more confident against the rat. Not only than I've ever felt before, but I feel like more confident against the rat now than I feel against the advanced dragon, which is a little surprising. Because I gotta be honest, from watching other people play Gungeon prior to restarting the series, I honestly thought the advanced dragon was like, and this is just wrong for the record, you can just watch their patterns and see why it's wrong, but I was like, it's just like a slightly harder version of the existing boss. That's extremely incorrect. Advanced dragon is a real son of a gun. I don't know, to be honest, the average Gungeon owner, not player necessarily, but the average person who owns Gungeon, if you look at the achievement list on Steam, It wouldn't surprise me if they've never even beaten the normal Dragon, so... The advanced Dragon is highly no joke. Now, I'm feeling pretty good. If we fight the boss, we should realistically get back to full HP. We're not going to get a mastery round no matter what, but we should be able to get to full HP. 1.5 maybe is the maximum required. So here's what you do. Hit him with a quick reload. Send him one of these straight up the gut. Getting a little too precious with it. Honestly, can you charge the grass chopper? You can't. It's very not bad. Just awful placement on my part here. But I don't think it's quite as good as the combined rifle, honestly. Like, the combined rifle is absolutely melting it. And then that's before you even factor in the super shot. So I feel like I made a mistake taking the grass chopper, but that's like... It's because I didn't know what it was. If I could go back, what would I take? I'm trying to remember what was there. I don't know, like the shotgun that I can't remember the name of. Old Faithful or something. That probably would have been the actual best call. I didn't like the passives in there, I think. Pig does save you from death, but... What did I tell you? 1.5 HP. What did we get? 1. Alright. It happens. We have not been to the shop yet. Definitely still need ammo, too. Now, if we've... And this is not an unlikely situation. If we find ourselves needing to use the grass chopper to defeat the rat, I think that's totally okay. Yo, the particle effect on that is so good. I don't feel so good. I stole Dan's joke. But to be fair, Dan stole it from a movie that he doesn't even like, so... I think I'm entitled to steal it back. Straight up. I feel like we need... If possible, it might not be the worst idea to buy a full heart. I'd rather just get a full heart, but without having to buy keys, our money is pretty much taken care of. I think being able to use Blasphemy, well, that's why we were waiting on buying it. Being able to use Blasphemy is really like buying a bunch of ammo for the 2 guns we actually really like right now. Don't blow up. Don't blow up. It blew up, but it didn't get me. Okay, all's forgiven. We'll check here. We'll check here. And we'll check... here? No, let's check here. Shouldn't be there. I'm not... Why am I even this concerned about it? When you consider what you're likely to get from a secret room? I don't know. It's just a due diligence thing. It's like, you know, we should give it our all. Why not? Okay. Good active item. Good gun. I mean, I know I take Daruma, like, every time. This is a Wolf, Yari launcher, great gun. But I think... Daruma is one of those items that I think I just don't get sick of. And you can't see me shaking my head, but I promise you, it's shaking. Like, I just think the Daruma is a great... and also, like, very engaging spacebar item. And if Gungeon has, like, a weak point, I feel like the spacebar items oftentimes are... they just feel sort of, like, either samey in the form of like airstrike, cluster strike, or just not that good, or insanely good. But again, I'm not saying it's a disaster. Just that there's a little less variety, I think. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to break you. Be cool. Be cool. So to get something like Daruma, I mean, obviously is like a big positive because it's like actually good. I feel like it's also a big positive because it's actually fun. I'm gonna get him. I told you I was gonna get him. No fear was required. Oh, you are stronger than I thought you were, to be honest. Stronger than I thought you were. Now, we don't have to use the Blasphemy, probably, but we're so low on ammo. Our only other option is the Combined Rifle or the Grass Chopper. And I feel like is so much more important for us to ensure that we can flawless the boss than to worry about taking even like 2 or 3 full hearts worth of damage here as a result of this admittedly fairly idiotic way of playing. Okay, honestly, doing that room made me rethink my whole plan. I think we just gotta be cool about it. Definitely very important to get the flawless on the boss, but hopefully the Cricket could do it if we run out of Combined Rifle ammo. We're already there. We got Daruma. Just all we want is to not have to use the Betrayer to finish the job. That would be like the worst situation by far. Don't be afraid to blank. Okay, switch, and good Daruma. 22 bullets will be enough. Man, I would love pink ammo. I knew it. As soon as I saw the shots, my brain went blank. But like, my brain went blank, but it also went blank! And I ignored it. I said, no. Nothing to worry about. Alright, it's starting to be a little bit of an issue. Hydrate and recenter yourself. Thank you for the HP. The lack of ammo is... it's a real friggin' problem, dude. I'll take this. But... I'm starting to... I don't know, I think maybe... So Daruma, I don't regret to pick up at all. And like the best gun available, let's do it. Roll the bones, dude. We got armor, but we also got a curse. No problems. That's not worth it, by the way, but it might be worth it if it allows us to get to full HP as a result. Because once we're at full HP, we can afford to, you know, use the Betrayer, and we probably won't take too much more damage in the process. Anyway, we need to... thank you. Ideally, we need to take a gun with a lot of ammo. But, you know, we don't really get to choose what we're taking. We gotta wait and see. Okay. As much as I would love to be like, oh yeah, you know, just give me a big head or stone dome, whatever the heck it's called. We don't have control of that. It's like life, you know? You gotta Have your own principles, have your ideas, have your plans. You also got to accept, you know, sometimes life's gonna laugh at your plans. It might throw you something even more interesting than what you were originally considering. You gotta be improvisational. 14 bullets. There's enough to get the dice taken care of. No regrets. Close. Very close to taking damage there. Come on. You know you want to give me either a full ammo drop, a little bit of HP. Oh, I walked backwards into a shot that I accidentally dodged by being the greatest player of all time. The issue is that, sure, we're going to go to the rat fight, you know? There we go. But how the heck are we going to get through the rat floor to get to the ammo at the end of the rat floor? It's a tough question. It's not, there's no easy answers there. Okay. We got blanks. We got one blank. Not having the best luck there. I'm begging you. Useful. Okay, I mean, dude, this is a tough one. I mean, Way of the Gun is extremely good. RC Rocket is a ton of damage. Let me see what Way of the Gun is, though. The gun. Way of the Gun Gungeon. It's not Way of the Gun. I have to items from Enter the Gungeon. I know it is a Gun God, Riddle of Old Lead or something. I'm looking. I'm looking. It's a recent-ish item, I think. So I'm scrolling down. Riddle of Lead. Heart container fully heals, increases damage by 25%. Okay, I mean, there's like a lot of insanely good stuff associated with this. If any of the guns had had a lot of ammo, I would probably have considered them. But I mean, this is like passing up a magic mush if we don't say yes to this. And the fact that we have Blasphemy, it gives us a lot of leeway here to make some good stuff happen. You know what? This guy, he deserves this. Got him? Wait him out. Wait him out. There's no rush. It does help if you hit. Bodied. Okay. This floor. What's relevant? Oh, what isn't relevant, dude? I'll tell you. Be an extremely good floor. I know what we got going on up there. To Flawless is never a bad time to Flawless. But this would be, having missed the one on the last floor against what's probably the easiest boss to Flawless on that floor. If not for the actual material HP gain. Just for the confidence of knowing the Flawless still exists inside of us. Lucky. Okay. Keep in mind, I was just gonna say we're looking for Rat Room. All right. Got it twisted up a little. 2 hits. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, I can feel my Gungeon Fu returning to me after some pretty terrible performances early on in this run. Maybe not the best decision-making process. So here, we want to fight the boss and then leave. There's no real reason for us to explore everything. In fact, probably a pretty good argument to make. I can't believe some of these dodges, by the way. Probably a pretty good argument to make to just leave. But it's pretty unlikely Wow, the range. It's pretty unlikely for us to get any other upgrades. I mean, most of what we've been buying from shops has been HP and HP adjacent. We don't really need ammo anymore for the time being. Oh! Don't shoot to miss. Shoot to thrill, like AC/DC said. They did, yeah, they made shoot to thrill. I always get him confused with Led Zeppelin. That's a joke. Don't forget about the Daruma either, brother. So there's like a real monetary gain here. I think we'll wait until we kill the boss, just because I don't want to give up a full heal opportunity in case we, I don't know, take 9 hits against the Treadnought. Money's not worth that much to us. Our HP is worth everything. Just gonna say, felt a lot like the boss fight. We got the Daruma. Let's do it. Let's Daroom it. It's going strong. Keep up the good work. Almost tried the Daruma again about a second and a half after using our previous Daruma. Reload. You're fine. If you want to blank, blank. Good blank. Sometimes, you know, it's the best possible use for a blank, I think. You get yourself out of a sticky situation. No problem. Very smart play. This is so much better than the fight against the Gorgon. Mind you, we had other things on the brain in the fight against the Gorgon. Namely the fact that I was worried we were going to have to use melee to kill the boss, which would have been a little bit of a problem. Okay, we did get the plasma pistol upgrade. Now, I think what you do, and it's not really that relevant, but we're just going to mash the button and hydrate here. To get 2 vampires on the same run is like... I mean, it's really lucky if you can actually use the money for something. We're gonna keep it up. I mean, this is just like... You know, if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. You know what I mean? We could do this until we get a little bit of money, but why not do it until we get a bunch of money? Just don't accidentally kill yourself. Okay. We'll go one more just to be on the safe side for now. We got 351 cases. We'll give you one more. Now, I just don't want to run the risk I accidentally get myself killed. Why don't you go ahead and kill me? And by kill me, I mean smash this bottle on my head and heal me. It's a great combination of NPCs, dude. Alright, so we don't care at all about our other cases, or other chests, I should say. They literally do nothing for us. Take me down. 2 blanks, good. I forgot about the fact that we probably shouldn't have been using blanks, but it all worked out, plus we got armor. So we can use the combined rifle for sure. It probably won't run out of ammo. We're about to get another item as well. Dude, we could totally fit a passive into this run. We're fine on guns. Now, I'm not going to say no to a great gun, but... I think out of all these... So it's like Heart of Ice. It is HP. And then when you get hit, it does damage. It's good, but Wingman, I like it. M16, I think, is good. Or Patriot, no, I think it's M16. It's good, but we kind of have the same thing in combined rifle. No fall damage, Trick gun or SAA, Armor synthesizer is actually pretty interesting. But I think I'd rather just have Wingman. I think it's the most fun and also, thankfully, maybe the best item. So my hope is... Yo, took me a second to parse that room. My hope is that... Well, that's a great start. We just have enough ammo. Up, right. to finish this, and then we can use the green ammo on the combined rifle, and then we're totally fine. Watch out for jammed rats. I can't believe you lived through that shot. Now get the vector lined up. Oh, oh. That's the good stuff. Get the vector lined up. I'll live with it. We lost armor. Big whoop. So we go right next. Tell you what, why don't we open with the combined shot? To get a hit on that would have been, I mean, that is fine, but to get a hit on that first shot would have been something special considering I've got rid of almost every shot on the room. Hey, dummy, you ever consider using the Daruma? Okay, up, right, up. You can Daruma this guy if you need to. It worked. Next move is right, just trying to keep it in perspective. I'm free. Okay. I think we're totally fine. It got a little spicy. But you know what? It just makes it that much more exciting. Not so spicy as to be painful, just spicy enough to be interesting. 408. Well, I guess we should take, we'll take red ammo at this then. And then we'll switch to a grass chopper's fine. Alien sidearm is the only thing that could benefit, but it was still the right thing to do. Okay, okay. Well, I'm in my wheelhouse now. I feel good. Like, my blood pressure just went down like 100 points. I even sound more relaxed just by making it to this guy. Alright, alright. So I will say, phase 1, I kind of like the grass chopper. Just because it actually blanks the shots that come out of him. Okay, it's not good enough. I mean, it's not bad, but I'm not using it right. Operator error. That's... those are baby boomer reflexes at work. I love the blank just destroying all the mouse traps. I don't feel comfortable in this corner, by the way. Please, this isn't my corner. I am a bottom left individual. This basically completely botched that fight, but it still turned out. Now I'm in my wheelhouse. It's just a psychological effect, but being up in the top right corner, Jeff Bezos' blockchain, I don't like being up there, dude. It didn't feel right. This isn't where I go. Love that. We probably could have dodged it with that positioning. That was dumb, but if you don't have to, why bother? Now here, there's a good why bother for this one, which is that this is reliable to dodge for me. With that in mind, we'll save our Daruma for an attack more likely to annoy the crap out of me. That might just be an actual blank. It's like an actual blankable moment. Yeah, let's just take care of it easily. Bought us a lot of time, too. Very non-Daruma on that one. And on this one, I'm mostly, like, offended by the fact that I messed it up earlier. Right, and we messed it up this time as well, but... Still, basically cannot be killed. One of the worst times I've ever handled this fight, but we are still completely okay. Thank God for the staggering amount of HP we picked up at myriad appointments. Or Myriad appointments? Myriad opportunities, I think was where my brain was going. Okay. Focus! That's a counter next time. At least you blocked, though. Okay. Reset him. Reset him. Give me something. Okay. Reset. Okay, we got the timing for once. Lost our star, but I was going for the double counter. I can live with that. That's not a bad start. Not mistake-free, but decent enough. I went for the counter just to see. Okay, phase 2 is already over. Well, our ammo woes are a thing of the past. I would like... Do the cheese, please? Not perfect. Again, I just need to look up how to get 6 keys, because I think it's clear we got the actual mechanical competency, and we're not really losing anything by only getting 5, except we have to give him passives instead of guns, but that's not really like that bad. What is this again? Ancient Heroes Bandana. Yo, this is the gun I thought we were talking about. Oh no, is this Shotgun Full of Hate? I think it's Shotgun Full of Hate. Do our guns normally have? No, what? Oh, it's the ammo quadruple. I was like, dude, we normally don't have this much ammo. Oh my word. So 2,000 ammo for the combined rifle. That's pretty good, dude. That's pretty good. Yes, yes. Okay, well, these don't contain anything, right? Yeah. I do that every single time. Well, I'll tell you what, you know the classic little bit here. Give you one of these, give you one of these. Toss you some junks. But I don't think I'm going to use the shortcut, because I think the shortcut effed us last time. And my own fault as well, for sure, for taking the damage I took. But I think the shortcut was not helping. I think we want as many items as possible. Oh, dude, the Fight Saber is really good. We kind of benefit from passives, though. Like, what does the eye patch do? Increase damage by 20%, but decrease accuracy. Sure, why not? Let's... Why? I just don't think we need any other guns. I think we're gunned up. And, you know, multiplicative damage is a big helper. So we already had a 20% boost via Riddle of Lead. So we added another 20 on top of that. Yes, the Fight Saber is it's a great gun. Don't get me wrong, but you know, at this point, I don't think there's really a huge incentive to take anything else. Like we have so much ammo for all of our existing guns, and I like the god of Gungeon is a god that respects irony. You know, it's a fan of Alanis, and as a result, I'm a fan of it. We complained about ammo for the whole episode. What happened? Ended up becoming so set on ammo that it's comical. This was... So Melv had an 8-hour-long Gungeon run. And Melv is a... You know, he's a very... the word I'm looking for is... I don't mean to insult him. Which is why I'm trying to come up with a word that would not insult him. Because I don't mean it in an insulting way. It's one of the things I admire about him, and I you know, I have a bad habit myself of being too hasty. He's very methodical. That's a great way to describe it. So he's a slow gamer to begin with in most situations. He has a bias, not in a bad way necessarily, but a bias towards games where he can take his time and be creative. I definitely have a bias most of the time towards games that are like, if you stand still for a second, you're a coward. Doesn't make either of us better at games than the other, just better at different games. Okay, stop throwing your HP away, by the way. But so he's already slow at Gungeon, but then his 8-hour run was like for good reason. He got the clone like 5 times. I think he had 4 ancient bandanas as well. So he actually quadrupled his damage. Sorry, quadrupled his ammo 4 times, maybe 5 times. So it's like 4 to the power of 4 his damage. So I don't know. 16, 64, it's 256. He had 256 times more ammo for every single gun than he normally had. That's a lot. Although we're missing a lot with this spread. That was so dumb of me. I feel like the damage is probably still making up for it. But we might be better off going combined rifle. Definitely like our scatter shot's not working out. That I don't know, that was still pretty good. So obviously we'll get an item with nothing in it, but I was assuming we had to do this anyway. So I don't know, I'm trying to see what else we got. And let's try shotgun fillet just for a bit. I mean, the damage out of the gun should be extremely good. It does suck to miss, but you know, we do have way more ammo than usual as well. So I definitely think we made mistakes on this run, just to be clear. I think I took a few items that were incorrect. I definitely would not take the grass chopper again, I think. That's and that one hurts more than any other suboptimal choice. Just because, and I mean, I know when we took it, I was like, this might be garbage. We just don't know what it is, and the icon is so small, I don't want to spend 25 minutes trying to look it up. In that sense, it actually probably was maybe better than I was giving it credit for, or I am giving it credit for, because it could have been as bad as like the pea shooter or something. Thankfully, that was not the case. No, not again. Stop. Probably the smartest move I've ever made. Dude, honestly, 2,000 shots in the combined rifle. Now you're speaking my language. Okay, that was easy. We can't hover as well. I'm so used to, like, after we leave the rat fight, we can always hover. Not the case any longer. But he just got clone after clone after clone after clone after clone on that run. What was the point of bringing that up? Well, that's how I know what Ancient Bandana actually does. It's because at first I was like, isn't this what makes you unable to dodge effectively? Instead of dodging like a cool dodge lord, you dodge like a freaking idiot? The answer to that question is no. That is not how this works at all. Okay, well, I hope you guys, I was going to say, I hope you got something worth spending my money on, because, not sure if you noticed, but I got a little bit of it. We might as well buy HP when we leave the floor. High Priest. I mean, if there was ever an opportunity to flawless this guy, you have to think Daruma, Blanks, like this awesome setup would be close to the optimal there. The optimum. Oh, I dodged right into it, dude. All right, well, an awesome watch is still broken twice a day. That's what I always say. And there's our second time. It's just, it's the fallacy of the new boss, dude. Even if the boss is not actually as hard, by virtue of the fact that I've fought this about, you know, 25% as often as I fought the other bosses, it's impossible. Can't be done. Okay. Gus?
Yeah.
Honestly, there's no reason to buy it, but why not? I mean, there is a reason to buy it. We got 10% of our ammo back, but apart from that, there's no reason to buy it. Okay, last rainbow. We're good to go. Stretch it out. Oh, nice little warm-up, even if this is interesting. Dude, honestly, I think I'm going to take Gunder Fury, even though it's not the best. Just so that we can level it up. Nice little warm-up. It might not give us the best habits for Daisuke, but we're working on it, you know? What level are you? 36? Goes to 50, right? So, like, it's pretty strong. But I'm assuming, like, by the time it gets to maximum level, it's going to be the greatest gun ever made. Just to be at the level it's at right now, tried to finesse a Daruma charge. Just to be at the level it's at right now, where it's like one-tapping basic enemies, that's stronger than, like, at least 2/3 of the guns in the game. Now, it doesn't normally have 1,400 ammo. I wish. And it will probably, like, because we got it so late. Yikes. What do you think? We'll probably get, like, a level on this. Like, if we could leave and it's level 40, I would be over the moon. If we left and it was level 37, I would be like, I get it. This is just such a cool idea for a weapon in a roguelite as well. One that actually, like, gets stronger the more you use it. Not on that run, but, like, can't float. Outside of the context of that. It's the other reason I want to take it every single time I see it. Okay, so we found our shop. 37, alright. I mean, what I didn't count on was the idea that, you know, maybe these enemies, because we're late in the game, they're going to give more experience than maybe a basic enemy from earlier would. I can't believe we killed him before he shot. We should also keep in mind, we're probably like 50% damage up from where we would normally be with this gun. I'm trying to run the numbers. If you had 100 and raised it by 20, just ate it, you would go to 120. If you raise that by 20, you would go to 145. So it is almost a 50% improvement in our damage. So I think we got two 20% increases. Please let me roll through. You know what? I'm done with you. I just wanted to roll through the attack so I could use Daruma. We're actually a little delicate here, unfortunately. This definitely feels like the wrong way, by the way. Unless this... Wow, that's a new level of idiotic damage. I was free. No more hammers, dude. I don't care if it's good practice for Daisuke. I just don't want to think about the existence of Daisuke for as long as possible. Enemies? Enemies. Yo, it's actually really good. One-tapping cultists? I will say, we're getting pretty close to the level of HP where we should just be using our best available gun instead of getting cocky. Cockiness has killed us on a great many run. And may well kill us on this one as well. But still, like, I'm not saying we played a perfect game, because I don't think we did. But I think there's a more optimal way to play rainbow runs. Oh, of course. And I might just be, like, unwilling to take the min-max strat. I know it sounds like, well, I'm only losing because I didn't want to do what I had to do to win, because it's boring. But, like, I think if you just take like an A or S tier gun and then as many HP upgrades as possible, you probably just cement yourself the most likely chance of victory. So that's what I'm unwilling to do. All right, where'd you finish, Gunder Fury? 39, dude. I'm stoked. Okay. Before we leave, I will. You got armor, yes. And I don't think we need ammo for anything else. So I hate to say it, this is gonna be tougher than it probably should be. But I also feel somewhat confident. I don't want to blank these guys. They haven't earned it. So mind flooded, but we did make it happen. You see where my cursor was? That's how mind flooded I was. My cursor was off in no man's land. That was a great distracted dodge. Okay, this is a perfect Daruma if you need it. I walked right into it. My gun blocked me. Is this how people feel about face cam? If they dislike it. It's alright. Taking a hit. Losing your armor. Not that bad. This is the nonsense part. This part. This guy should not shoot during this phase, in my opinion. That might be cowardice, but... Did you see the dodge? Even still. Like, it just... Some of those are close to undodgeable. I'm being a little bit anal about it, but still. Okay, fear not the blanks. That was the right opportunity, though. Dodged right into it. That sucks. It's okay. You're doing great. You've actually put a big dent. Thank you, Orbital. Put a big dent into his HP already. Oh, that's a problem. Didn't get hit. Please. Perfect Daruma opportunity. We're in a real tough spot. Are we free? Basically free. We got Daruma charges. Yep. Yeah. I'm the madman. I'm gonna keep trying to do it like this. Oh my god. Okay, so it was a little tough, but problem solved. Just don't fall into the lava here. So we will not be doing bullet hell. That was a good run. Nice little palate cleanser. Every second run has to be a palate cleanser now, thanks to Daisuke, but that's fine. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you have, click the like button. It helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya! You know how it ends.